NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to... So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Easy. Hey, check on me. Let's go, defense. Out time. It's out time.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And again, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. I was going to let this go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 15, line. 15 line.
Here we go.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Kane. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Rush in. Check 3.
General West.
Check 13.
2.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Big grip.
On first down, it's Kane. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
80 weapon.
2nd and 9 now. His throw incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Here's Spiller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yellow, on the line.
No. Get the ball. SOS.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Mike.
Yellow. Get that quarterback.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Butler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 2nd and 15. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Come on, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Kane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Look at me, zipper. Yo, cheetah back.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this to Devontae Adams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Don't be mad.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Topper! Yep.
2nd and 10. This is caught by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go, D.
Hey, echo.
2nd and long. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check 4, check 4. Check 50, check 50.
15.
Delta.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 56.
Correct.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Check.
43.
Bang, bang.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
51 the mic, boy.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. spins by. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Raiders, first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, it's Robinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
All day, every day, any day. Begin.
Hey, Zoo.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Ready.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Here we go. Check.
They'll run on first down. Kane, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Hey, we are.
Yes, yes.
They'll look to throw here. The left side throw complete to Adams. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 27, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And With some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Chiefs 42, Raiders 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Run you over. Quick dad.
Go out!
Kill.
Get it!
Now back to throw. And Adams has it complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. It's certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
61, match box, right.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And a give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Yellow! 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Chiefs, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will